And welcome back as we get ready for our championship game here in the Doan Bracket. Game 2 of this Doan Bracket championship day after Jamestown took the opener 8-6. Jamestown would be the visiting team here in this game. Their lineup is as follows. Ricky Okamoto leading off and at third base. Batting second, the center fielder, Chase Burke. Hitting third, second base, Alex Alva. Hitting fourth and catching, Jordan Singleton. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Ryan Muzalar. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Jet Nelson. Batting seventh, in right field, Hayden Brown. Batting eighth at first base, Julian Sansores. And batting ninth in left field, Isaiah Roebuck. Pitching will be Ethan Krupp. He is making his first start of the season and has a 0-0 record. So Krupp on the mound for the Jimmies here in this second game. It's Okamoto, Burke, Alva, Singleton, Muzalar, Nelson, Brown, Sansores, and Roebuck. For Doan, Logan Amick leading off and will be the designated hitter. In left field, batting second, Joe Osborne. Batting third, the third baseman, Justin Nevels. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Narumi Okayasu. Hitting fifth, the center fielder, Aaron Volcano. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Max Harris. Batting seventh at second base, Luke LaChance. Hitting eighth and catching, Dionysius Chialtis. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Nate Mensick. Pitching for Doan will be Brock Songster. So it's Amick, Osborne, Nevels, Okayasu, Volcano, Harris, LaChance, Chialtis, and Mensick with Songster pitching. So Brock Songster on the mound for Doan, making his 11th start, a 4-1 record, the 4.07 earned run average. Okamoto, the pitcher for Jamestown, the batter for Jamestown. First pitch comes in high for ball one. 4:39 first pitch. Takes a pitch for a called strike. Count 1-1. Swung on, lined into right field for a base hit. So leadoff single for Jamestown.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 3, Chase Burke.
So that brings up Burke. Defensively for Doan, you have Osborne in left, Volcano in center, Mensick in right. Nevels at third, Okayasu at short, LaChance at second, Harris at first, Chialtis behind the plate. Burke squares around, puts a bunt down the first baseline. Songster flips to first, and Harris reaches out to pull it in.
Batting third, second baseman, number 4, Alex Alva.
So runner at second base with one down. That brings up Alva. Breaking ball. Just missing for ball one. Next pitch fouled off out of play, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch comes in high. Is over the head of Alva. There's a breaking ball. Count now 2-1. Next pitch called strike. And the count 2-2. Songster set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. So a strikeout for Songster, and they're two down. Now bring up Singleton. First pitch comes in low, ball one. Next pitch, just low for ball two. Two balls, no strikes, the count to Singleton. Pitch from Songster. Called strike at the knees. Count now 2-1. Breaking ball. Missing for ball three. Songster looked back at second. 3-1 pitch. Called strike outside corner. And the count now full at 3-2. Three balls, two strikes to count. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. So Songster with a couple strikeouts in the inning. For Jamestown, no runs on a hit. There were no errors and one left on. Go to the bottom of the first. Jamestown 0, Doane coming up. Logan Amick will lead off for Doane in the bottom of the first inning. It's Krupp on the mound for Jamestown. First pitch, breaking ball missing inside, ball one. Next pitch on the way. High, ball two. Two and 0 the count. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off out of play. Count 2-1. Next pitch. Swung on, lifted into center. Going back. A long way was Burke. Ball just kept drifting on him, but he's able to pull it in. And there's one down. I'll bring up Osborne. So Osborne at the plate for Doane. First pitch misses behind Osborne for ball one. 1-0 the count. The pitch drops in for a called strike, and the count now 1-1. Krupp set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Osborne down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. And Osborne swings and misses for strike 3. There are 2 down. They'll bring up Nevels. Jack Howard warming up in the bullpen already for Jamestown. First pitch to Nevels, swung on, popped up, first base side, foul territory. And moving over and making the catch was Sansores to end the inning. So both teams 3 up, 3 down in the first, and we're scoreless after 1. Muzilar first pitch swinging, pops it up to Harris, the first baseman. And there's one down. I'll bring up Nelson. First pitch from Songster, missing outside, ball 1. Fastball, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Nelson. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Gets the breaking ball to drop across. Count now 1-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball just missing. Ball 2. Pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball to short. Okayasu has it. Throw across is high. Harris able to come down on the bag first before Nelson could step on the bag.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 18.
And there are 2 down. So the ball took off from Okayasu, but Harris able to go up, get it, and come down on the bag before Nelson got to the base. So with 2 down, they'll bring up Brown. First pitch, strike. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball, picked up by Harris. Takes it to the bag to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning to score this game. Okayasu will lead off for Doane as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch fouled off. Oh, 1 pitch. Missing high and away. Ball 1. Kick the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The kick and the pitch. Fastball off the plate. Ball 3. Three-one pitch, swung on, hit into left field. Roebuck got a late jump on it, but able to make the catch as he is playing deep already.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 10.
And there is one down. GPAC Track and Field Championships going on up in Orange City, and it's getting interesting up there. They got 4 events left for both the men and the women. The Doane women currently leading Concordia by 10 points. Concordia was the big favorite going in. First pitch to Volcano, a called strike. Next pitch, low and away. Ball 1. The Tiger men currently trailing Dort by 23 points with 3 events left. Volcano ground ball to short. Nelson throw across is going to be in time.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 4, Max Harris.
So at 2 down, that brings up Harris. First pitch to Harris runs high and tight for ball 1. Breaking ball, missing low. Ball 2. Ground ball right back up the middle. Through for a base hit for Harris. I'll bring up LaChance.
Second baseman, number 2, Luke LaChance.
Another event just going final. So 3 events left. Doane has extended their lead on Concordia. They lead by 19. Again, 3 events left in GPAC Track and Field. But a lot can change when you score 8 spots in each event. First pitch to LaChance is a called strike. Count 0-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss. LaChance down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Pitch taken outside. Throw down to second. Not going to be in time. So Harris with the stolen base. Now in scoring position. One-two pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. First strike 3. So no runs on a hit. There are no errors and 1 left on. After 2 innings, we're scoreless. First pitch to Sansoris. Going to be taken for a ball on the count, 1-0. Pitch taken in the dirt, ball 2. Pitch fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Sansoris. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside, ball 2. Or excuse me, ball 3. Songster's pitch. Missing high, ball 4. That brings up Roebuck.
Isaiah Roebuck.
Neville's in at third on the grass, expecting a bunt from Roebuck. Does square around. Bunts it up the first base line. Throw to first is in time by Harris to LaChance. So 3-4 on the sacrifice.
Third baseman Ricky Okamoto.
So Okamoto will step in. First pitch taken for a called strike. Owen won the count. The pitch high, ball 1. Breaking ball in their first strike. Count now 1-2. Songster checks the runner, the pitch. Swung on, lifted into right center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Volcano fires the ball back in. They're going to send the runner, who now he's going to hold up. Sansoris not running on the contact. Will advance to third.
Chase Burke.
And I'll bring up Burke. First pitch from Songster. Called strike. Owen won the count. Runners at the corners, the pitch. Missing low, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch, bunt, put down the third baseline, throw to first. They said Harris came off the bag. run scores. So Burke reaches on the error on the first baseman. It is a sacrifice and an RBI for Burke. Pitch comes in high for a ball, and the count 1-0. So a throw by Nevels beat Burke, but the base umpire said that Harris was off the bag when he caught it. So runners at first and second with one down. Breaking ball, missing for ball two. Gonna have a visit to the mound. Gonna take a quick break, be back in a moment. Alva ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch fouled off. Count 2-1. Pitch on the way. Swung on, hit into left field. Osborne tracking it. Makes the catch near the line for out number 2. That'll bring up Singleton.
The catcher, Jordan Singleton.
First pitch called strike. Owen won the count. The pitch swung on and missed. Count 0-2. Songster set. The pitch missing outside. Count now 1-2. Breaking ball missing low. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Low ball 3. Runners will be in motion on the upcoming pitch. Here it is. Called strike 3, outside corner. So for Jamestown, a run on a hit. There was a Tiger error and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the third. Jamestown leads 1-0. Chialtis to lead off for Doane as we go to the bottom of the third inning. First pitch, missing for a ball. Count 1-0. Pitch is a called strike and a count 1-1. Next pitch, and therefore called strike and a count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Singleton started to make the motion to throw down to third. Thought it was strike 3. Count now 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's one down. So I'll bring up Nate Mensick, Tiger right fielder. First pitch in for a called strike and the count 0-1. Ground ball. Bounces off of Okamoto. So an error puts Mensick on base.
Designated hitter Logan Amick.
We're going to have a call to the bullpen, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a moment.
Hey, grab me one too.
Logan Amick will be next to hit for Doane. New pitcher is Jack Howard. First pitch, runner goes. Throw down is not in time. It's pitch taken for a ball. Singleton shaking his hand. That's his throwing hand. One ball, no strikes to count to Amick. Mensick on at second base. Pitch missing, low and away for a ball on the count 2-0. Next pitch. Swung on, looped into right field, down for a base hit. Mensick being waved around. The throw is not going to be in time. It gets away. Amick will hold at first. An RBI single for Amick to plate Mensick.
The left fielder, Joe Osborne.
So Tigers tie it here in the third. And I'll bring up Joe Osborne. First pitch hit deep down the left field line, but it's hooking foul. So Osborne just out in front. Count 0-1. Runner started to go. Amick held up. Pitch taken outside, and the count evens out at a ball and a strike. Now another visit between Jamestown coach and the home plate umpire. He's going to go out to talk to his pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Osborne. The pitch. Swung on, grounded, foul. Wide at third. Count now 1-2. Howard comes set. The pitch. Pitch out. Throw down to first. Amick back in safely. Two balls, 2 strikes. The count to Osborne. The pitch. Swung on, line foul. Another 2-2 pitch coming up to Osborne. But first, a throw over to first base. Amick back in standing up. Connor Nip warming up in the pen for Jamestown. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And there are 2 down.
Third baseman Justin Nevels.
They'll bring up Nevels. Pitch out, throw down to first, and Amick back in safely. So he took a few steps towards second base, but then held up. Next pitch swung on and missed. Nevels chasing a pitch out of the zone. Counting was out at 1-1. Howard's pitch. Bunt laid down the first baseline. Singleton has it. Throw to first. And you say that it was in time to get Nevels to end the inning.
For the Tigers, 1 run.
So for Doane, a run on a hit. There was an error and 1 left on. After 3 innings, we're tied at 1.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Kin's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
Muzilar to lead off for Jamestown. First pitch popped up. Okayasu calling for it on the edge of the left field grass. And there is one down.
The shortstop, Jet Nelson.
They'll bring up Nelson. First pitch from Songster in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. The pitch in the dirt. Ball one. Swung on, ground ball to second. LaChance has it. Throw to first in time. They're two down. I'll bring up Brown. First pitch from Songster. Fastball low. Ball one. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The count evens out. 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind, the pitch. Runs inside. Count 2-1. Unofficially, it looks like the GPAC Women's Track and Field Championship is going to come down to the last event and to the last leg of the 4x4. It's a swing and a miss. Doane and Concordia unofficially tied, and right now they're running 1-2 on the track, with Concordia leading. Breaking ball hits Brown, so he'll take first base. The hit by pitch.
First baseman, Julian Sansoras.
That brings up Sansoras with 2 down. First pitch in the dirt, blocked by Gialtis. Next pitch in the dirt, blocked once again. Count 2-0. So it looks like the women's track team bid to upset Concordia comes up just short. Good effort by the Tiger women. Looks like they're going to take second place. Pitch in the dirt for ball 3. Gialta's going to go out to talk to Songster. Three and 0 the count. The pitch. And therefore called strike. Next pitch. High, ball 4. Suarez walks for the second time. That brings up Roebuck. First pitch from Songster. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Songster will make the catch on the pitcher's mound to end the inning. So for Jamestown, no runs on no hits. There are no errors and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of 4, tied at 1. Okayasu leading off for Doan. First pitch will be taken for a ball, and the count 1-0. Next pitch. Missing for ball 2. Swung on, ground ball. Through for a base hit into right center field. Okayasu looking for 2. And the throw in is going to be late. I'll bring up Volcano. So infield going to come in at the corners. Thinking that Volcano may be bunting. Swung on, grounded foul. Third base side. Swung on, lifted into left field. Roebuck got a late start, and making the catch is going to be Burke all the way from center field.
First baseman Max Harris.
And there's one down for Harris. So Harris steps in, 1 for 1 in this game. First pitch fouled back. Count 0-1. Owen won the count. Howard comes set. The pitch. Runs inside for a ball. Count 1-0. Breaking ball, fouled off. Count now 1-2. Harris waiting at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Okayasu rounds third. Throw to the plate from Brown is not in time. Harris now going to move down to second base on the throw.
The second baseman, Luke LaChance.
So Harris advanced to second base as the ball got away from Singleton just a little bit. So it wasn't on the throw. It's going to actually go down as an error on Brown. That brings up LaChance. Swung on, fouled off. Count 0-1. So Doan in front for the first time in this game. LaChance sends one into left center field down for a base hit. Harris rounds third. He'll score. LaChance with an RBI single. I'll bring up Chialtis.
The catcher, Dionysius Chialtis.
There are two arms ready in the bullpen, it looks like, for Jamestown. Looks like a lefty and a righty. And time going to be called, so we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. So Chialtis at the plate for Doan after the visit to the mound. The pitch taken in the dirt. LaChance takes off. Throw down. Not in time. Count 1-0. And now we're going to have a pitching change. So we're going to take a break and be back in a moment.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete.
So the new pitcher is Ethan Petty. He inherits a 1-0 count. Next pitch missing inside, ball 2. A chance down at second base. The pitch swung on, grounded foul. The pitch probably was inside. Count now 2-1. Two balls, one strike, the count. The pitch on the way. It's going to be inside and skips to the backstop for ball 3. And the wild pitch moves LaChance to third. So infield going to come in now. The 3-1 count. The pitch. It's going to miss for ball 4. I'll bring up Mensick.
The right fielder, Nate Mensick.
And Carson Baker will go out as the courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner for Cialtis, number 16, Carson Baker.
So Mensick gets ready to dig in. Mensick reached on an error in his first at-bat, but it was a hard-hit ball. Ended up scoring on the play. Tries to bunt here, misses. Well, Chance able to get back to third base. So it was a safety squeeze attempt. Owen won the count. The pitch taken low and away. Count evens out at 1-1. Next pitch. Bunt put down the first base line. It's going to roll just foul. So the count now 1-2. Runner from first goes. There will be no throw as Baker steals the bag. Count goes to 2-2. Infield now going to come in all the way around with runners at second and third. 2-2 the count to Mensick. The pitch swung on and missed.
The designated hitter
And they're two down, and they'll bring up Amick. Amick 1 for 2 in this game with an RBI. First pitch missing low and away, ball 1. Next pitch. It's going to bend back over the outside corner for a called strike, and the count 1-1. Kick and the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball. Right side, picked by the second baseman Alva, and he'll throw to first to end the inning. But the Tigers get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and 2 left on base. After 4 innings, Doane leads 3-1.
Home is where a new sunrise says, I don't want to wake up anywhere else.
I woke up in the middle of the night, opened my eyes, and my oh my, I'm dreaming you. Well, oh, my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Okamoto will lead off for Jamestown in the 5th. So the first pitch comes in high for a ball. Next pitch swung on and missed. Count 1-1. Pitch will miss for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch catching the outside corner for a called strike. Count now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball popped up. Okayasu calling for it. Makes the catch behind the second base bag. And there's one down.
Chase Burke.
I'll bring up Burke. First pitch, taken low, ball 1. Want to know the count. Pitch on the way. It's going to be spiked into the ground for ball 2. The Songs are just getting over the top of it a little bit. Bounced a few feet in front of home plate. Count 2-0. Next pitch. Check swing foul, first base side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. Just missing low, ball 3. Pitch on the way. Ground ball, 1 hop right at LaChance, who is perfectly placed. And he throws to first in time to get Burke.
The second baseman, Alex Alva.
So that brings up Alva. Pitch on the way. Swung on, lifted into left field. Osborne towards the line, giving chase, and unable to make the catch as it drops in for a double. And they'll bring up Singleton.
The catcher, Jordan Singleton.
So Singleton will step in. First pitch, missing outside, ball 1. Want to know the count? The pitch. Strike at the knees. Count evens out at a ball and a strike. Check of the runner down at second. Alva. Pitch on the way. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Pitch on the way. Gialtis tried to frame it, doesn't get the call. Count goes to 2-2. Next pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Breaking ball missing outside, ball 3. The count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Big breaking ball, stays high. We'll have a runner for Singleton. That'll be Ben Patton.
Courtesy runner at first base
So that brings up Muzalar.
is 21.
So Muzalar at the plate. Runners at first and second with 2 down. The pitch. High, ball 1. The pitch. In there for a strike. Count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Songster set. Checks the runner at second, Alva. The pitch. Just off the plate. Ball 2. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Count now even. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Doan leading by 2. Pitch on the way. Gonna miss high for ball 3. So now the runners will be in motion on this next pitch. 3-2 the count. Songster set. The pitch. Maybe just a touch high. And that will walk the bases loaded and bring up Nelson. We're going to have a visit to the mound. Take a break, be back in a moment.
Man, valet took forever.
There's no valet here.
Who took my car? That could have been bad.
Yeah. 2-2.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Nelson at the plate. First pitch from Songster, in there for a strike. Next pitch, missing outside. Chialtis pulls it in. Count 1-1. Next pitch from Songster. High for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike the count. Swung on, popped up. Volcano started going back, now is charging in, and he's unable to make the catch. Throw to the plate by Mensick is not going to be in time, and 3 runs will score on the play. So it ends up being a bases clearing double. And Jamestown takes the lead. Now bring up Brown.
The right fielder, Hayden Brown.
First pitch from Songster. Swung on, fouled back. Count 0-1. Next pitch from Songster on the way. Just missing for a ball. Count 1-1. The pitch, breaking ball, missing high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Next pitch from Songster. Swung on, fouled off. The count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. The kick and pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Brown down on strikes, but Jamestown gets 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on. Go to the bottom of 5. Jamestown now leads 4-3. Go to the bottom of the fifth. New pitcher for Jamestown is Connor Knipp, making his 10th appearance. He has pitched 11 innings, has a 6.55 earned run average. He is 0-1 on the season. Joe Osborne will lead off for Doane in the bottom of the inning. And the first pitch is going to hit him. So the Tigers have the tying run on base to open up the fifth. And I'll bring up Nevels.
The third baseman, Justin Nevels.
First pitch to Nevels comes in high for a ball, and the count 1-0. One ball, no strikes, the count. The pitch. Missing low for a ball, and the count 2-0. Nip comes set. The pitch on the way. High, ball 3. Currently quiet in the Jamestown bullpen. There is some movement, though. Expect Nevels to take at least one pitch. The 3-0. It's going to be high, ball 4. So at 2 on, no outs. That'll bring up Okayasu. Looks like Hart starting to warm up for Jamestown. Okayasu showed bunt, pulled it back, took the pitch low, ball 1. Hart was the winning pitcher in game 1 today. Want to know the count? The pitch. Taken for a called strike. One ball, one strike to count. The pitch. Taken low. Ball 2. Next pitch. Okayasu bunts it foul. Third base side, and the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball to short. Flip to second for 1, relay to first, not going to be in time. So Jamestown gets an out, racing Nevels off the base paths. Now runners at the corners, and they'll bring up Volcano. So tying run at third base for Doane. Go ahead run at first base. First pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch low and away. Bunt shown, pulled back. Count 1-1. Next pitch. Swung on, ground ball past the third baseman into left field. Volcano with an RBI single.
The first baseman, Max Harris.
That brings up Harris. We're going to have a visit to the mound, so we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
Ever notice how obvious product placement is?
Huh. I guess I hadn't really noticed.
Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew.
Do the do.
So Max Harris at the plate. Runners at first and second with one down. Tied at 4 here in the 5th inning. Swung on, ground ball to short. Nelson goes to second for 1, relay to first. Not going to be in time. So now runners at the corners for LaChance. LaChance 1 for 2 with an RBI in this game. First pitch in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Runner goes from first. Pitch taken high. No throw down. So Harris steals second. Now 2 in scoring position for LaChance. Looking for a 2-out base hit. One pitch coming up from Nip. Here it is. It's going to skip to the backstop. Okayasu races to the plate. The ball's going to be thrown away. And now here comes Harris, and he will score. 2 runs on the play. So a wild pitch allows Okayasu to score, Harris to move to third, but then the throwaway past Nip by Singleton will allow Harris to score. Two balls, one strike the count to LaChance. Two balls, one strike the count. The pitch. Breaking ball in for a called strike, and the count 2-2. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. A chance down on strikes. Two in the inning, but for Doane, 3 runs on a hit. There was an error and no one left on. After 5, Doane leads 6-4.
Home is where a new sunrise says, I don't want to wake up anywhere else.
I woke up in the middle of the night, opened my eyes, said, my oh my, I'm dreaming you. Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
New pitcher for Doane is Ethan Merck, making his 17th appearance of the season, which leads the team. He is 4-3 on the year with 2 saves. In 36 2/3 innings, he has a 4.66 earned run average. Sansores is the first batter he'll face here in the 6th inning. Doane leading 6-4. Foul tipped for strike 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, lifted into shallow right center, coming in, and it's going to land in front of Mensick for a single. So a flare single.
The left fielder Isaiah Roebuck.
That brings up Roebuck. So Sansoris on base for the third time. 2 walks and now a single. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter for Roebuck. We'll also have a pinch runner. So Jackson Bonneville will be the pinch runner. And the pinch hitter will be Varon Sabino.
Pitch hitting for Roebuck, number 27, Baron Sabino.
So Sabino will step in. Pinch hitting for Roebuck. First pitch, taken for a called strike, outside corner. Merck will come set. The pitch. In there for a strike. The count 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, swung on ground ball to second. LaChance to Okayasu to Harris. Double play! 4-6-3 on the double play. And they're 2 down. And I'll bring up Okamoto.
Third baseman Ricky Okamoto.
First pitch, strike, outside corner. Next pitch, inside for a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Swung on, lined right at LaChance to end the inning.
For the Jimmies,
So for Jamestown, no runs on a hit. There was no errors and no one left on. Go to the bottom of 6. Doane leading by 2.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carry are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service. Trust Kin's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
Gialtis will lead off for Doane as we go to the bottom of the 6th. First pitch swung on and missed. Nip back out for a second inning of work. Swung on, ground ball to second. Alva throws to first. In time for out number 1.
fielder Nate Mansick.
So I'll bring up Mensick. First pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled back. Count 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on. That's going to be hit hard into left center, but Burke gives chase and is there to make the catch. And there are two down. I'll bring up Amick. First pitch on the way to Amick. He's going to miss for a ball. Next pitch. Lifted down the right field line, foul and out of play. Kick the pitch. In the dirt for ball 2. Next pitch on the way. Breaking ball, missing inside, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike to count. The pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle, through for a base hit. Now bring up Osborne.
The left fielder, Joe Osborne.
Amick on at first with 2 down. Osborne steps in. First pitch, swung on, fouled off, out of play. Oh, and 1 the count. Pitch on the way. Amick takes off, or started to. And he may have looked back to see that Singleton had popped out on the pitch out. Stopped in his tracks and headed back to first. The count now 1-1 to Osborne. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Catches the inside corner for a called strike. Count 1-2. Nip comes set. The pitch. Outside. And high, ball 2. Two-two pitch. Outside, ball 3. So a full count to Osborne. Amick will be off on this pitch. It's going to be popped up into center field. Burke there to make the catch to end the inning. So for Doane, no runs on a hit. There are no errors and 1 left on. We're through 6 with Doane leading 6-4. Burke will lead off for Jamestown with Merck on the mound. First pitch comes in high, ball 1. Next pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Swung on, ground ball to Nevels, who has it. Throw across is in time.
Second baseman Alex Alva.
That brings up Alva. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to count. The pitch, outside, ball 2. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled off. Count now 2-1. Merck comes set. The pitch. Swung on, line into left field. Osborne battled the sun and able to make the catch.
The catcher Jordan Singleton.
So that brings up Singleton. First pitch swinging, sends it into center field. Volcano there to make the catch and end the inning. So a good inning for Merck. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of 7. Doane continues to lead 6-4.
Man, valet took forever.
There's no valet here.
Who took my coat? That could have been bad.
Two.
Justin Nevels will lead off for Doane in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch in there for a strike. Next pitch bounces to the backstop for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off out of play. Count now 1-2. The wind, the pitch. Foul tipped as Neville's able to stay alive. Caught a piece of Singleton. Next pitch. Swung on right back up the middle. Through for a base hit for Neville's. I'll bring up Okayasu.
The shortstop, Narumi Akayasu.
We have a visit to the mound, which, if I'm not mistaken, that should result in a pitching change. And it does. So while we have a moment, for those of you who are horse racing fans, the Kentucky Derby was today and came down to a photo finish. If you had Mystic Dan, you're a winner. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. Okayasu will step in as the new pitcher is Cade Torgerson, making his third appearance of this tournament. He started on Thursday, took the loss, then earned the save in the first game today. First pitch to Okayasu, taken for a ball in the count 1-0. Shows bunt, pulls it back, pitch missing inside, count 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Throw over to first. Pitch missing for ball 3. Count 3-0. Next pitch. In there for a strike and the count 3-1. Throw over to first. Neville's back in safely. The pitch on the way. Line foul. First base side. Three-two pitch on the way, and Neville's going to be caught in between bases. Neville's got caught on the bluff throw to the second baseman. Gets tagged out. So that's going to go down as a 1-3-6-3 caught stealing as Neville's had taken off for second base. Count 3-2 to Okayasu. The pitch to be lifted into center field. Burke there to make the catch. And there are 2 down.
Center fielder Aaron Volcano.
That brings up Volcano. First pitch swung on, grounded foul. Count 0-1. Next pitch popped up, foul territory, out of play. Volcano down the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt. Count now 1-2. Torgerson gets the sign. The pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch lined into right field, and it's going to be down for a base hit. I'll bring up Harris.
The first baseman, Max Harris.
First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Pitch on the way, fouled off at the plate. Count goes even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count. Low, ball 2. Throw over to first, and Volcano back in standing up. Two and one the count, the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Three balls, one strike to Harris. The pitch. Low, ball 4. So that'll bring up LaChance.
Second baseman Luke LaChance.
We're going to have a call to the bullpen, so we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
What's your convenience emergency? When you're late for work but need your caffeine? Stop, shop, and roll. Headed to the big game but need ice, drinks, and munchies? Stop, shop, and roll. On your way home but you gotta grab some cold ones? Stop, shop, and roll. No matter what, the solution is Stop and Shop in Crete. Always open so you can get in, out, and on your way. So remember, in case of a convenience emergency, stop, shop, and roll. Stop and Shop, East Highway 33 in Crete.
New pitcher is Joe Hart. He had the win in the first game today. New left fielder is Ben Patton. He takes over for Brown as Roebuck moves over to right field. First pitch to LaChance is going to be taken for a called strike. Count 0-1. Next pitch popped up, foul territory, first base side. And the ball not caught, so it's a foul ball. Sensor is looked like he got caught up in the fence, but able to hustle back to first. Count 0-2 to LaChance. Runners at first and second with 2 down. So Brown, who just came out of the game in right field, is in the bullpen now for Jamestown. Pitch from Hart comes in high, ball 1. Pitch lined and into right center field for a base hit. That will score at least one run as Roebuck comes up throwing into second base. A chance with an RBI single. Harris goes to third. Volcano scores. And that brings up Chialtis. First pitch fouled off out of play. Count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, runner goes from first. Chialtis will foul it off. Out of play. Count 0-2. Oh, 0-2 the count. The pitch. High. Ball one. One ball, two strikes to count. Chialtis at the plate. The pitch. It's going to be fouled off out of play. Another 1-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. LaChance takes off. Pitch is going to miss for a ball. LaChance steals second base. Count now 2-2. Swung on, grounded foul. Two balls, two strikes to count. Pitch. Swung on, fouled back. The count holds at 2-2. Two down, two on for the Tigers here in the seventh. The pitch. Outside. Ball three. Just missing the outside corner with the breaking ball. Pitch on the way and fouled back. Chialtis has fouled off 6 of the 9 pitches he has seen. The other 3 were taken for a ball. The pitch. Line back into center field. Coming in is Burke, and he slides and makes the catch. I don't know what the numbers will say at the end of the year, but if Burke is not considered for a GPAC Gold Glove, I would be shocked because he covers so much ground and makes a number of great plays. Makes another one there to keep Doane from scoring a few more runs. So for Doane, a run on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We go to the 8th with Doane in front, 7-4. RJ Woods will pinch hit as we open up the 8th inning. First pitch from Merck is going to miss high for a ball. Count 1-0. Next pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, the count. The pitch in there for a strike. Count 2-1. Merck comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, the count. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Picked up on 2 hops by Okayasu. Throw across is in time for out number 1. So I'll bring up Nelson.
Jet Nelson.
In softball action today, GPAC championships. Northwestern won both games against Midland to win the best 2 out of 3 series 2-0. First pitch to Nelson taken for a ball. Northwestern won the first game 3-0 and won the second game 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike, outside corner. Count 1-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Merck went off speed. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch. And Nelson able to fight it off. Sends it to the backstop and just over. Count holding at 1-2. Next pitch on the way. Lifted into left field. Osborne coming in. And he'll make the catch. And they're 2 down. So I'll bring up Patton. And actually, it's going to be Brown re-entering. So Brown will re-enter.
Re-entering for Jamestown, number 18, Hayden Brown.
First pitch missing outside, ball 1. Next pitch lifted down the left field line, foul territory. And it's going to fall untouched, but a Jamestown player was right in the area rather than being in the bullpen. Thinking the ball maybe landed right around the tarp as well, which also is another obstacle. One ball, 1 strike to count. pitch. High, ball 2. Pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball to LaChance. Bobbles, collects, throw to first, in time to end the inning. So, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no one left on. We go to the bottom of 8 with Doan in front, 7-4. So Nate Mensick will step in and he'll face Hayden Brown, who started this game in right field. First pitch is a called strike. Now in right field is Julian Romero. Next pitch in for a strike in the count 0-2. Kick and the pitch. Swung on, slow roller up the third base line. Fair ball, it's going to be an infield single as Okamoto picked it up and knew he didn't have a chance, so he held on to it. Now bring up Amick. Okamoto getting a pair of sunglasses from the dugout. Not sure if they're the ones that he wanted. Well, now he puts them on his hat. First pitch swinging, ground ball by Amick to short. Nelson goes to second for one, relay to first, not going to be in time. But they get Mensick as the lead runner. That brings up Osborne. Okamoto getting a new pair of sunglasses over at third. Guessing the ones he was given were not his, so just didn't fit right. So pitch in the dirt to Osborne for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, lifted into right center field. Ball's carrying, but Burke unable to make the catch. And Amick will hold in at third. So an error on Burke. He's covered so much ground here in this tournament. That time, unable to pull it in. So I'll bring up Nevels. They're going to issue an intentional walk to bring up Okayasu. So walking Nevels, which would set up a potential double play. Base is now loaded. And Okayasu, the Tiger cleanup hitter, an opportunity to break this game open for Doane here in the 8th. Swung on, popped up on the infield in foul territory. And calling for it was Okamoto, and he ends up having to dive to try and make the catch. Singleton looked like he was ready to camp under it, but he was called off. And that's a play that when the infielder calls it off, as a catcher, you back away. You don't have the same mitt as an infielder would have. That breeze basically blowing the ball away from Okamoto. And Okayasu gets another opportunity. Next pitch fouled off in the count 0-2. Pitch from Brown on the way. Swung on, lined, and caught by the shortstop, Nelson. Taking a hit away from Okayasu. And there are 2 down. That brings up Volcano. First pitch. That's going to be hit deep into left center field. Going back as Roebuck looks up. It is out of here. Grand slam home run for Volcano. And Volcano breaks the game open for the Tigers.
Grand slam home run by number 10.
And that will bring up Max Harris. Pitch in for a called strike. Next pitch in for strike 2. It's going to be a called strike 3. 3 straight pitches, 2 in the inning.
4 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Jamestown error, nobody left on base. We go to the 9th inning.
Sansores will lead off for Jamestown in the 9th inning. First pitch swinging, lined at LaChance for out number 1. That'll bring up Roebuck.
The right fielder, Isaiah Roebuck.
First pitch fouled off out of play. Count 0-1. Next pitch. High for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Roebuck tried to check his swing, unable to do so. Count now 1-2. The pitch. Swung on, slow roller to short. Okayasu charges. Unable to pick it up cleanly. There'll be an infield single. We go to the top of the order with Okamoto. Runner at first, 1 down. The pitch. Just off the plate for ball 1. Next pitch, swung on, lifted into left field, right at Osborne. Makes the catch, and there are 2 down.
The center fielder, Chase Burke.
So that brings up Burke. Bunt shown, pulled back, pitch taken for a called strike. Count 0-1. And we're going to use an offensive timeout here. So we're going to take a quick break. Back in a moment. Owen won the count to Burke as Merck comes set. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball to short. Okayasu goes to second for the force to end the ball game. So Doane advances to the GPAC championship game for the 2nd straight year as they win this one 11-4. So Jamestown now 31-19 on the season. Doane 38-12. Official game time is 2 hours and 46 minutes. So let's take a look at these numbers here so we make sure we got the right pitcher of record. So Nip will take the loss. And Nip on the season is 0-2. The winning pitcher will be Songster. He improves to 5-1. And Merck gets the save. That'll be his third of the season. So for Doane, 11 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, 7 left on base. Jamestown, 4 runs on 6 hits, 4 errors, and they left 7 on base. So our next game for the Tigers will be on Tuesday. They'll take on either Concordia in Seward or Midland here in Crete. And at the moment, Midland leads Concordia 7-4 in the 8th inning in Game 1. So Midland has to win twice. Concordia needs 1 win. So check out gpacksports.com for the final pairings for Tuesday. It'll either be here in Crete at 3 o'clock against Midland or in Seward against Concordia at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Our next broadcast here on the Doane Sports Network will be the NAI opening round, as Doane selected to host on May 13th through the 16th. So we'll be broadcasting on our new Huddle channel, which we will release for the NAI opening round. There will be a paywall for that, just letting you know ahead of time, as the NAI opening round will be hosted by Doane in Lincoln at Sherman Field on May 13th through the 16th. That'll be our next broadcast, unless we are here on Tuesday, if Doane would host Midland. So Doane takes this one 11-4. I'm Rick Schmecker. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your weekend.